Hey, Olive, Arlo, and Frank. Grandpa coming to you from the garage in Jacksonville Beach. And welcome to another Playing Guitars in the Bathroom. This is a song that I learned to play in the bathroom. Song's from 1967. It's called White Rabbit. It's a song about Alice in Wonderland. That's what it's based on. But there's an underlying theme. I won't get into what it is, but as you get older, like Frank, you'll know what the underlying theme is. But you little guys don't need to worry yourselves about that right now. And I learned this in the bathroom. So there's something called a bar chord, and they're hard to play on an acoustic guitar. You have to put the one finger across there and play and move up the neck. So you have a G and then an A. But you can play cheater bar chords. So this is a G. Instead of going here like this. And that's what a lot of people do. And you can also like throw your thumb over here to kind of damp it, or if you're good enough, you can hold your thumb down enough that you can play it. And anyway, this is a song that I never knew all the words. I knew what the words were. I heard the song a zillion times, but it's so easy to play that I always knew how to play it. Now, I remember when I learned it, one of the guys at one of these parties in West Philly said, "Oh, I learned how to play White Rabbit. Check it out." And it's easy, and because it does F sharp and then G. And then there's just a couple other chords. Very simple chord progression. So I knew this song my whole life. Now, it wasn't a song that I listened to all the time. It's a cool song, but it's not one of my seminal songs. But I would, anytime that I was in an area where I didn't have like sheet music or anything, but I had my guitar, and I went into a bathroom, that's one of the one of the songs that I would play because I knew it. Like, as an example, Arlo, your dad was in the United States Marine Corps during one of the wars that we've gotten into over the last century. And he was going to Jacksonville, North Carolina, to some sort of training. And he was going to be there for a while. He had a friend named Nate, who has since passed away tragically. And he and Nate both lived in New Jersey at the time, and I lived in New Jersey. So I decided to drive them to North Carolina. I had a Nissan pickup truck with a topper on the back, and what I would do is I would throw an air mattress and a sleeping bag in there, and I would go wherever I needed to go, usually like a surf trip, and I would have a place to stay. But a lot of times, this was before people, boondocked. I didn't even think about that. It's like if I'm going someplace, I'm going to rent a campground, but at least I don't, I have something to sleep in, and I don't have to set up a tent. And this was in the winter. Now, we were going to the eastern part of North Carolina. It's fairly mild weather there. And when I went surfing, there were dolphins out there and all, but it was cold, and it got cold at night. So I was at this campground all by myself. The next time I do one of these, I'm gonna do another trip that I took, another surf trip up north to eventually to Nantucket. I didn't surf in Nantucket. but I wound up going as far up as Nantucket and back in the snow. And I stayed at a campground. And I had a nice sleeping bag, so I could stay toasty warm. And I played in the bathroom because I figured, well, nobody is going to see me here. And I'm pretty sure that this was the one and not the next story about going up to Nantucket that this happened. But it may have been the other one, so forgive me for being an old man with a bad memory. But this happened in one of these where I was in a bathroom playing. And so it's a fairly large bathroom. And the acoustics are great, so I'm like playing my heart out. And as you can tell, I kind of strum pretty loud. Anyway, and I'm playing around, I might even been playing White Rabbit. And all of a sudden, some guy came in, and he went, I wondered what that was. And I said, well, who are you? He said, I'm the caretaker. I guess it's okay for you to play in here. I go, okay. It's not like I have a line of people outside, but. So, this is the kind of song that I would play when I didn't have music. Because I had my surfboard, I had my bicycle. Oh no, wait a minute, for this one I didn't have my bicycle. I had my surfboard and wetsuits and stuff like that. And then I had Nate and Tom. And what I did, after I was done dropping them off and surfing for a couple of days, I drove to Charlotte, North Carolina, and did the Charlotte Peace Marathon, which is a beautiful marathon. But anyway, here's the song. It goes like this. Smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Call Alice when she was just small. When the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you've just had some kind of mushroom, and your mind is resting low. Go ask Alice, I think she'll know. When the logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white knight talking backwards, and the red queen's lost her head. Remember what the poor mouse said. Beat your head, beat your head. Yeah. Peace out.